Yo, what is going on, yo? Veer up here today. What we got going on? As you guys see by the title, we will be talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder and what I believe, or a couple of their options that I think they should consider this offseason, yo. As we know, the Oklahoma City Thunder had a
lift off, taking my coat off.
A rough way to end the year, to say it lightly, yo. Let's talk about the regular season for a little bit for this team, yo. So, if you look towards, like, late February into early March, yo, they were in contention with the Denver Nuggets, the Rockets, for that 2-3 spot, yo. It was really those four teams, along with Golden State. There was an opportunity when they were just one game back of the Warriors for the #1 seed, yo. Then we go into early March, yo. Paul George goes out with a shoulder injury, misses 3 games. After that, yo, Paul George's MVP case, Russell Westbrook's more efficient shooting just kind of dipped, yo. Even when he came back from March 14th to March 31st, in those 10 games that they played in that span, yo, they went 2-8. Just like that, being a team that could compete for the 2-3 spot in the Western Conference dipped all the way down to when they were just tied with the Clippers and the Spurs for the 8, 7, and 6 seeds, yo. After that, they would go on to win their last 5 games, finishing the year with a 49-33 record, and got them the #6 seed in the Western Conference. As a team, yo, they were all around very solid. They were 7th in the league in scoring with 115 points per game. For rebounding, yo, for total rebounds, they were 2nd in the entire league for most rebounds per game. But then in the assists, yo, they were only 23rd. If you look at the rest of the landscape of the playoffs, yo, almost every single team was on the other half, was on the good half for league leaders in assists, yo. Talking about some of the singular players, the 3 leading scorers were Paul George, averaging 28 points a game, along with 8 rebounds and 4 assists, shooting 44% from the field, 39% from 3. His three-pointer was close to around 44, 45 when he didn't get injured, yo. But since he was out, since he's even came back, you can just tell his shooting form, it just felt a little off for him, yo. Next, we have Russell Westbrook, averaging a triple-double for the 3rd consecutive year, 23 points, 11 and 11. 43% from the field, 29% from 3. His three-pointer, yo, keeps dipping every year, and it's very concerning. As their 3rd leading scorer off the bench, we had Dennis Schroeder averaging 16 points a game, along with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 41% from the field, 34% from 3. Those 3 players led the way, yo. For their bench, since they were actually the worst bench unit last year in the league, yo, it was very important for them to get a Dennis Schroeder type player. And despite them losing in the first round, you could see how much he really impacted that team throughout the entire season, yo. He was difference maker in a lot of their games. With Andre Roberson out for the entire season, he really was in for almost all the clutch game, tight, close game situations, yo, towards the end of the game. They really respected him and thought of him as a true scoring option for when they needed it the most. Jermaine Grant played very solid this year at the starting power forward position. Steven Adams, 2nd year on his huge deal that he's on right now, only 25 years old. He played very solid as well. Now going into the playoffs, they played, of course, the Portland Trailblazers in the first round. I picked the Thunder to win the series in 6/7 games. I picked the Thunder to go to the conference finals, but we're gonna slide that opinion away, yo. They lost to the Blazers 4-1. Damian Lillard, 33 points a game, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 46% from the field, 48% from 3. I mean, just average 5 threes a game, yo. I mean, what are you supposed to do about it? He played probably one of the best series I've seen by a point guard in my life, that I've seen vision from my own eyes. What I saw Damian Lillard do to that entire Thunder team, no matter who they threw on him, Ferguson, Schroeder, Westbrook, one of the best guarding defenders in basketball, Paul George, a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. It did not matter, y'all. This man dropped 50 in game number 5, y'all. After the Thunder, after Paul George, Westbrook, Schroeder, the entire organization disrespected the Blazers and Damian Lillard after that game 3. Very impressive. So just shout out to Damian Lillard one time, y'all. Paul George averaged close to his season averages, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Only 32% from 3. Russell Westbrook, on the other hand, 23 points a game, 11 assists, 9 rebounds. Shot 32% from 3. One thing that was really concerning, y'all, if you look at the Blazers, they shot 46% from 3. The Oklahoma City Thunder, on the other hand, shot 33% from 3 the entire series, yo. They had a lot of opportunities to win that series. Game 1, you look at, they lost by single digits. They only lost by 6. They shot their worst shooting performance of the year. 4 for 29 from 3 as a whole. Just no words, y'all. Shooting, lost that series for them. Bad shooting, lost that series for them. Unimpressed at all. So going into this offseason, y'all. Let's, like, how much time do I have? So going into this offseason, y'all, they have a lot of things that they could do, a lot of things they can't really do, a lot of things that they're stuck in. But one of the ideas that I think they should consider is firing Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan has been there for about 4 years now. And I don't know the relationship between him and the players. I don't know how much Paul George likes him. From what I have heard, it seems like Paul George's decision was influenced the most just by Russell Westbrook, yo. Which leads into my second idea on what they should do. Trades. Russell Westbrook, ladies and gentlemen, has 4 more years left on his deal. Those 4 years are a total of $170 million. This team, y'all, is 3rd in the league for salaries. Russell Westbrook is 30 years old, y'all. His efficiency is going down each year for shooting. And he's he's making more than LeBron right now. He's making more than Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Giannis. The only players that made more than Westbrook this year, y'all, were Chris Paul and Steph Curry. Like, come on now, y'all. Another idea that would probably have to go in with this, with trading Russell Westbrook, is trading away Paul George. I think there comes a point that you see where this team is going, and you say, we've lost the last 3 years in the first round after losing Kevin Durant. I didn't even talk about this in any of my Thunder videos for the past few months. Everyone that ripped on Carmelo Anthony last year, that said he was the reason why they lost in the first round, that was the reason why they won 2 games against the Jazz. He was the reason why the bench was terrible. He was the reason. They won 2 games last year in the first round. This year they won 1. They were a worse seed this year, y'all. Okay? Look, I know Melo ain't what Melo was at a time. You know, I think he could still be a very solid bench player in the league. But don't be ripping on last year on Carmelo Anthony, y'all. Because if their goal is to win a championship, if their goal is to succeed in the playoffs, they did worse this year. They did worse this year without Carmelo. I'm going to let that go, though. Other option, if they trade Westbrook, they'd probably have to trade Paul George also. The only reason Paul George is there is because of Russell Westbrook, y'all. Yeah, he likes Oklahoma City. He likes a small city type feel. He liked Indianapolis for the same reason. But Paul George has 3 years left, making $105 million. He's only 28 years old. He's right in the prime of his career. We saw before his injury how dominant he was and how much he elevated his game. There was a time span, y'all, in like late January towards late February. That month, I had him in my top 5 players in the league. It was like LeBron, Giannis, Harden, Paul George, and probably KD. I was so impressed on how he played, how efficient he was, how dominant he was from both sides of the ball. It was amazing, yo. You could also possibly trade Steven Adams. Steven Adams has 2 years left on his deal, making around $52 million a year. He's only 25 years old, y'all. I don't think people are going to want that deal, though. I think if you're going... You have to do this, y'all. The problem is, like I said, they're spending like $170 million in luxury tax right now. The only thing that they could do to change is either fire Billy Donovan. You do not have a lot of assets besides your 2 stars to really go out and make a move for more shooting or another playmaker or whatnot. I think you either fire Billy Donovan and get a solid, maybe get Jason Williams in there. Someone that can at least lead with authority. I mean, I love Russell Westbrook, y'all, but I think he needs a coach kind of like a Popovich or just a coach that is willing to say, hey, Russ, calm down a little bit. Hey, Russ, you don't need to shoot that much. I feel like Billy Donovan, despite the 4 years he's been there, doesn't have that control. It's Westbrook's team, y'all. It's Westbrook's freaking organization. If Westbrook told him that they're going to renovate the entire stadium, they're going to do it. If he told him that we're going to change our whole uniforms, we're going to do it. You know, so I think you either change the coach or you just start from scratch. That sounds very, like, strict. But, I mean, how many years are you going to keep doing this, yo? Russell Westbrook is only going to be a year older. He's going to be 31 next year. And do you really want to waste Paul George's prime of his career when I think he, from a talent perspective, is a top 10 player in this league. I think he was injured, but I don't think you can keep doing the same thing over and over again. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and thinking something's going to change. If they come back with the same team, I mean, granted, Andre Roberson's going to come back, but Andre Roberson, is he going to help them or make it worse from them being a 33% three-point shooting team in the playoffs in 5 games? Is he going to make that better or worse? I'm going to let y'all be the judges of that, y'all. Like I said, I don't know what the trade packages they could get for a Russell Westbrook or a Paul George. I know maybe the Knicks are willing to trade the 1 pick if they get it for Russell Westbrook, and maybe they land Zion. Oh my God, this is actually a brilliant idea. Maybe the Suns are willing to trade their number 2 pick if they get it. Trade it for Paul George, so they finally get a wing player around Devin Booker. And then you get John Moran, or you team up RJ Barrett and Zion together in Oklahoma. Oh my God, that actually seems like a fire idea, actually. Y'all, I don't know what they're going to do. Like I said, they're in a tough situation. They're 3rd in the NBA in salary. 1 is the Heat, 2 are the Warriors, 3 are the Thunder, 4 are the... I'll show you guys a picture of it right here, y'all, the top 10 teams. The Cavs are actually number 10. That's pretty sad. The Grizzlies are in there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. Thank you so much for love, support. Cannot thank you enough. Comment down what you think the Oklahoma City Thunder should do in this offseason, y'all. It's a very important offseason for this team, y'all. Do not blame Melo. All love 2019. If you're upset this thing, y'all. Peace.